Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is how to use functions called current underscore date, current underscore user, and current underscore timestamp functions using PySpark. So normally whenever you add metadata columns to target tables, while moving data from raw to enriched, we'll use these functions. Okay, so I will explain by taking one example. Yeah, so this is my CSV file, input file, and so you assume that this is the data I need to move to target folder. Okay, not folder, target location. So target location is assume that SQL tables. So while moving these uh, columns, so I wanted to add to this particular table metadata columns. So how to add those columns? So for that, first I'm importing these functions. Okay, so first we'll see how to add current date to our existing table. So what it does is it will add current system date without time. Okay, so and the data type is date type, and it will print in this format. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm using with column function, and I'm using current underscore date. So it will, for this particular table, it will add one more column like current underscore date, and date is in format of year, month, and date. Okay, so this particular default format it will add. So what is today's current date? Okay, 24/9/14. So today's date it will add, and so now one metadata column is added, current underscore date. And next, second one is current underscore user. So syntax is current underscore user, and inside that we don't need to give any arguments. Okay, so what will give output is in the form of string type. So first, if I try to call this function current underscore user, it throwing error. Okay, current underscore user cannot import from PySpark SQL.functions. So what it means is, if you go to compute and if you see my cluster, I'm using 12.2. Okay, but latest is 15.4. So what it telling in 12.2, this function is not added. Okay, so this function is not added. So what is the alternate? Either you have to change your cluster from 12.2 to latest version 15.4. Then you have to use syntax like this. Okay, so with column and column name, direct current underscore user. So since I'm using already 12.2 cluster and this function is not available in PySpark.SQL.functions, so it is available in Spark.SQL. Okay. So from there, I'm importing this function. So how to import? I'm using expression function, and I'm giving double quote current underscore user. So when we'll use this expression, so to write SQL queries here inside that. And one more thing, when we'll use this expression with SQL queries is, so like this function, if it is not available in PySpark functions, then we need to call from SQL. Okay. So then it will work, this current underscore user. If you see at the end, after current date, so I given name as meta created by and who. So this Databricks is with my login. So it printing my name. Suppose if you are working, then your name will print here. Okay, so this is second metadata column. And more about this one, no? This error. If you watch my PySpark playlist and if you go to this video, how to convert Unix time milliseconds to timestamp using timestamp underscore millis. So here I explained more clearly by changing a cluster from 12.2 to 15.4. So there I explained clearly how to use this one. So you can watch that video. So, and third one is, third metadata column is by using current underscore timestamp. So this current underscore timestamp returns current system date and timestamp in timestamp type. Data type is timestamp type, and it will produce in this standard format: year, month, date, hour, minute, second, milliseconds. So for this, what I'm doing here is here I'm using with column function. I'm using current underscore timestamp. So here I need three types of metadata columns. Okay, one is created datetime, second one is meta created timestamp, third one is updated timestamp. So here it will add three columns with today's date. Okay, 1 minute. I will try to run this. I have to run it one more time. So why we need to use these metadata columns? Okay, so whenever you get input, raw input file, no, like this CSV file, your business team will share in this format, and they will store in your portal. Okay, from there you need to download, or you can keep in your ADLS container. From there you need to call this CSV file. So this is raw file, no? So we need to move this raw file to our target file. So what is our target file? That is Azure SQL. So from source columns, from source and columns, source and target columns will be same, and data types will be different, because source will be any kind of source, no? So they will maintain their own data types. So source and target data types will be different. So as per our requirement, target requirement, we need to change these data types. Okay, so after changing all these data types and relevant transformations, so finally we need to move to target. So before moving target, other than source columns, we need to add these metadata columns also. Okay, so this is mainly useful. So whenever using SCD type 2, no, so that time it will be more useful. Suppose in case today you are moving data to target first time with full load, then all data will flow, and this will update with today's date. Okay, so maybe assume that next week you are getting uh, updated data. Since you given a CD type 2, it will update only updated records. So while updating that time, it again, whatever updated records, no, it will print that particular day time. So suppose in future, if someone wants to see in which particular day how many records came. Suppose this is first day, by using this date, you can filter out how many records came on first day. So when second time, you can, based on this filter, you can find out how many records came second time. So, and this current user, no, current user is useful uh, because it is easy to find who updated this table and who worked on this particular task. Okay, so that way it is useful. So last one is now we are converted to timestamp type. Suppose I want to extract hour, minute, seconds from this timestamp, how to extract. So how we can extract is, we can use these functions, hour, minute, second from timestamp column. So expression is this simple hour uh, and we have to pass timestamp column and it will returns you integer, and same thing applicable for minute and second also. Syntax will be applicable for these two also. So before that, what I'm doing, I'm importing these functions, hour, minute, and second. So for existing uh, data frame, what I'm doing, uh, I'm using this with column function. I'm using hour function on this updated date time. See, first I selected this updated date time, that is this column. From this column, I am extracting hour, minute, second. So hour and this column name, minute, column name. Okay, this is our syntax. Second and column name. So if you see here, what is the hour after T? What is the hour? 13. The hour is 13. And next minute, what is there? 44. 44. And what is second? 26. So second is 26. Okay, so this how it will extract from this particular column. No, since we have all timestamp records are same, you're generating uh, same values. If you have different timestamp, then it will generate respective timestamps. So similar thing, we'll see how we can use Spark SQL. So in Spark SQL, spark.sql, inside that I'm giving query like select current date function and current timestamp. So what it displaying is current date. Okay, current date means it will display only date format. Current timestamp, date and time. Okay, so this way you can use Spark SQL. And second one, I'm using select date underscore format and current date. So this current date means today's date. So today's date, in which format I want? Month, date, year. Month, date, year. And two timestamp of current timestamp. So here I want timestamp, no? So that's why I used current underscore timestamp. Today's date with time and in this format. Okay, so and after that I'm changing to two underscore timestamp data type. Okay, so if you see here data underscore format I used. So here I used two underscore timestamp. So data underscore format, if you want more information, you can watch my video date underscore format, this one. This you can watch this, then you will understand when to use this data underscore format. Okay, so this is how you can use spark.sql queries. So that's all about this video. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.